Good happy Monday morning, July 5th, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Monday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Monday morning, so let's begin. First step, cool weather keeps crowds off Hampton Beach. Fireworks show scheduled for 9 p.m. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Come see Darla and Hildy at Clark's Bears in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Visit clarksbears.com to reserve your tickets today.
Not your typical 4th of July weather at Hampton Beach today. Temps in the low 60s, rainy, and at times fog, not people, filled the beach.
And it's disappointing. This is the second major holiday weekend this summer that we've had cool air and rain. So it is disappointing.
A few people did set up on the sand while others walked the shops. As the weather cleared later in the afternoon, more people started to venture out. Hampton Beach will have fireworks tonight and every Wednesday for the rest of the summer. Previous fireworks shows had been canceled, not due to weather, but because of endangered piping plovers nesting on the beach.
They have hatched, they have moved, they've given us the okay to do the fireworks.
With the fireworks back on, Hampton Beach business leaders are hopeful for better weather ahead. July 4th weekend traditionally marks a shift from day trippers to families' weekly vacations.
This weekend, most motels and hotels were full. So what we lacked this weekend is the day trippers. But we got a lot of people staying for a week's vacation, and we're hoping that the weather will turn soon.
Earlier this summer, disorderly crowds forced Hampton law enforcement to bring in extra assistance from the state, which helped deter that activity.
I have to credit the local law enforcement, along with the state police and the county sheriffs, to doing an excellent job in patrolling the beach, especially at nighttime.
4th of July fireworks will start just after 9 p.m. At Hampton Beach, Jessica Moran, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Minivan at the center of crime scene in Roxbury. Fatal shooting. Let's take a listen to that video from from WCVB, Boston.
My old bank gave me the runaround to get free ATMs.
My bank? Free checking?
Boston police have been here on scene for more than 2 hours now. This is Humboldt Avenue at Seaver Street. As you mentioned, they do have a wide crime scene shut down here. They're focused on the parking lot to a food mart and restaurant here. We just saw a canine unit actually come in to help search for evidence at the scene just moments ago. Police were called here just after 3 this morning for a report of a man suffering from a gunshot wound. A victim was pronounced dead at the scene. Police have a vehicle taped off at the scene here. They have been collecting evidence around it for the last couple of hours. Again, this is Humboldt Avenue at Seaver Street. Several Boston police officers and detectives are here as they investigate this crime scene. We're live in Roxbury this morning. Jennifer Egan, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden visits Portland and praises Pingreen and Mills for leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic. Let's take a listen to that video from WMTW News 8 Maine.
This is an ECMO circuit, and this serves as an artificial heart pump and artificial lungs for the body.
Dr. Jill Biden says that she is proud of Maine for having one of the best vaccination rates in the entire country. The First Lady was in Portland today as part of her America's Back Together tour. Joining her at today's event, Governor Janet Mills, Representative Shelley Pingree, Portland Mayor Kate Snyder, and Speaker of the House Ryan Fecteau. They all met in Portland Headlight in Cape Elizabeth. Biden gave a speech praising Maine leaders for their response to the pandemic. She also expressed optimism that the local economy can bounce back this summer, saying that this year the holiday weekend will take on a whole new meaning.
This 4th of July brings in a new independence, a breaking away from the despair that we all felt for so long, and the beginning of a chapter of hope in the story of us. Finally, America is back together.
The First Lady also shook hands, took pictures with visitors. Biden is also visiting Portsmouth, New Hampshire. That's where she was a little bit later on this afternoon.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. St. Albans celebrates Bay Day this year after a pause due to the pandemic. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC 5.
The St. Albans Bay Day was back and better than ever this year. NBC5's Tyler Jankowski was there to give the opening remarks.
Best of luck in the race from all of us at NBC5.
Now, athletes from all across the state came out to participate in the triathlon, which included running, biking, and paddling. Many telling us they are excited to be back this year after a one-year hiatus.
I just really want to have fun today and try my best and give it my all.
A lot of smiles. People are just happy to be out.
Now, the great race was dedicated to Coach Michael Caine this year.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Looks like a fun event. Iconic Boombox Parade held in Wilmotech. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC Connecticut News.
Lab is a company that provides protection through filtration. This is a HEPA filtered system where it drives polluted air up and away from the breathing zone. In addition to any type of viral loads, it also helps improve overall indoor air quality from bacteria to mold to just generalized pollutants. It's very important in commercial spaces, obviously, because there's a lot of people that come in and out of restaurants, schools, long-term care facilities, whatever it may be, offices. So we want to provide the healthiest air possible so we can get back to some sort of normalcy.
What's a 4th of July without the iconic Boombox Parade? Families lined Main Street in Willimantic dressing up and making sure to bring umbrellas just in case. Last year, the event went virtual, and parade goers say they're happy to see it back in person this year.
So much cooler, because everywhere you can go to a marching band parade, this is the only one that's just boomboxes. It's super cool. It's a lot different. That's why I like it.
I'm excited to see all of the cool stuff.
And there was a lot of cool stuff to see. The Boombox Parade began in 1986 after realizing there was no marching band available. This is the event's 36th year.
Looks like a fun event. The historic 4th of July parade steps off at 10:30 a.m. in Bristol. In Bristol, Rhode Island, the Bristol 4th of July parade, which is held today whenever the 4th falls on a Sunday, will be resorted to its former glory after the pandemic limited the event last year. And the event and the parade steps off at 10:30 a.m. at Mount Hope High School. Very cool indeed. Champlain Tower South demolished Sunday night. Let's take a listen to that video from WPBF 25 News, Florida.
Calm, mature, reserved. Not words often used to describe Stanley here. Help keep them young at heart with Iams Mature.
Never seen anything like that. Myself and photojournalist Caleb Holder, we felt the booms from the charges in our chest, and it was a very bone-rattling moment when that building was demolished. What you're looking at right now is the empty skyline. Just a few moments ago, we were looking at the rest of Champlain Tower South, and now you can see nothing but a void. And there was just this huge plume of smoke that started coming towards us as car alarms were going off from the pure energy of that blast. You can see here on this vehicle, you can see that thin film of what almost looks like a light dusting of snow or something, but that is the residue from the smoke that was really very thick and was encompassing everything after the building was demolished. Now, demolition experts worked for the past couple of days to blow up the building, and they said that they did it in such a way where it came straight down to not affect the search and rescue effort once it is able to resume. And the mayor of Miami-Dade County says that the search and rescue effort is going to be resuming shortly after the building was demolished. They didn't give an exact time frame. Earlier in the day, she said it would probably be minutes later. The fire chief, Miami-Dade Fire Rescue, says that crews have to make sure that the debris is stable. Both the old pile of debris and now this new pile of debris are both stable before rescue crews can resume all of their operations. Now, also rescue teams say that they're doing their best to try to recover anybody's personal property. They've already started that process, and now that the rest of the condo building is down, they are going to go through, and as part of their rescue efforts, they are going to try to recover people's personal property, and they are going to do their best to catalog those items so that the survivors and family members of victims can pick them up at a later time. Now, this was an event that a lot of people watched, but Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, here representing this area, was very clear that this was not supposed to be a spectacle. This is a very tragic moment, both for the survivors and for anybody who's a family member of a victim. That, for a lot of people, the rest of their belongings were still in that tower. Obviously, there was no chance to grab those, so this was a very tough moment for the community here in Surfside. Also, the pets that were left behind. There was a lot of concerns from the community that some of the pets were still in the building. Miami-Dade County officials and state leaders say they did everything they could to try to rescue as many pets as possible. They didn't find any after searching the building. But we're going to send it back to you now.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that did it for our Monday morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for joining us, and have a great day, everyone. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye.